Hey everybody, it's me, who else would it be, tenae.chantelle, and I am back at it again with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about marketing your business and finding your target audience. I do want to help a few of you who are trying to grow your brands, trying to find what that thing is that'll make your brand pop. And I'm not saying I'm giving y'all all the juice and all the tea because I'm still learning myself. But what I do know about marketing, branding, and starting a campaign, finding your target audience, I did want to share with you guys. So if you're interested in learning a little bit from me, keep on watching. So I do want to start this video off by saying that I am no expert by any shape, any form, any way. I just know a little bit about what I'm talking about, but not everything. I'm still learning as I grow. I've been in business, I guess you can say, since 2013. I've started multiple brands, and I think my thing was I just was never confident enough to keep going. I always doubted myself. But now that I have a business, now I am learning so much and growing my business, and I have a lot of tips and tricks, and I've learned a lot along the way that I want to share with you guys. In this video, I am going to be looking at my phone a lot because I did take notes, but let's just stop rambling and get right into the video. First things first, let's find out who our target audience is. If we don't know who our target audience is, we don't know who we're selling to. We don't know how to market to them. We don't know how to catch their attention. We don't know what they like. We don't know what they're like. So more of the story is find out who your target audience is. What are your products? What are you selling? Who are you trying to serve? Once you figure that out and you know the purpose of your brand, the purpose in which your products or your services are providing, then you know who your target audience pretty much is. So you can say my target audience are women 45 to 50 because they're into skincare and wellness. Or you can say your target audience is 18 to 24 because they're into fast fashion. Or you can say my audience is between 21 and 35 because they're into makeup and lashes or whatever. Once you kind of figure that out, then you can go deeper into it, because that's not all. You want to know, how old are they? What's their income? Where do they live? What do they like? What music do they listen to? What influencers are they into? Where do they shop? How much money do they spend? What do they find valuable and important? Are they more on Facebook or Instagram? Do they like Twitter or TikTok? Are they going to join your email list or your text marketing list? Those are very important. A lot of brands and businesses feel like they can just serve anybody. Like everybody is their client, everybody is their customers. That's not always the truth. Before you can come into getting like eye-catching graphics and creating dope campaigns and doing all this different marketing, you want to know who you are marketing to. For example, somebody like my grandma who's 80 years old, you can't market to her using LOL dolls and Bratz dolls and stuff like that. She won't get it. She's not familiar. I didn't mean like that, but she won't get it because she's not familiar with that type of doll. She's not familiar with like those products. And for example, somebody like me, you really won't interest me if you're using like the old Temptations music and like Motown music and like stuff like that, because I really only listen to like Future, 21 Savage, Trey Songz, you know what I mean? So you need to know who your target audience is so that you can market to them. You know what they like, so you know what to give. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know what somebody like, you know how to gift them. So when you know how to gift them, it's easier for you to put what they want out there. So if you didn't get nothing out of that, just know you need to know who to sell to. You need to know what they're like, you need to know what they like, and you need to know how to sell to them so it doesn't seem like selling. And again, if you see me looking down at my phone, it's because I did take notes. But one thing I do want to stress is not only will knowing your target audience help you attract the right people to your brand, it can also help you with choosing a location for your business, pricing your services, and knowing what services to provide, because you know what they like. You know what they like, what they can afford, and where there are. If you have a bougie, upscale clientele, you know you don't want your salon to be in the middle of the hood. Vice versa. You know if your target audience is like those, you know, little bougie ghetto girls, they may not have a car. So if the bus system is not close, then they won't be able to make it to your salon. Get what I'm saying? And I am going to use like salon and things like that, but I want you to know that these tools or tips that I'm giving you can be used for clothing brands, beauty for beauty professionals. If you're a makeup artist, a lash tech, a nail tech, if you own a swimwear line, if you are selling bundles, you can use these tips. These tips are good across the line. So somebody like me, let's use me for example, I'm 28, I'm a nail tech, I'm into music like Trey Songz, Future, I do like a little City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion, I like R&B, hip hop, trap music. I live in Las Vegas, so that's very important to know because say for example, if you are into swimwear, you know you can probably market to me all year round. Whereas if I was in Chicago, you know you can't talk to me about swimwear unless I'm going on vacation smack dead in the middle of January. I'm single. I like influencers like Aaliyah J, Ming Lee. I like Beyonce. I like clothing brands like Gucci, Dior, Prada. I also like watching YouTube tutorials. I'm into Fashion Nova, Boohoo, Shein. I like to stay up to date with trends and styles, hairstyles. I do not want to not be on trend. I don't want to be in the out crowd. I want to know what are like the latest hairstyles, the latest outfits. I want to be a part of the in crowd. And when I say I'm not really saying me. I'm just using myself as an example so that we can learn how to market to myself. So girls like me are interested in celebrity news and gossip, like to keep up with the latest trends and want to seem like they're the it girl. So people like me are most likely going to spend their time on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm most likely to join your text marketing list before I join your email marketing list. You would know that because girls like me will be on their phone more than they're checking their email. I'm going to check my text before I go through my mail app. So my thing is go on Instagram and just kind of scroll and see what type of girl or guy fits your target audience. What is she posting? What does she look like? What is she talking about on her stories? What does she talk about? Knowing who she follows and who follows her will give you a good idea of what she's interested in and how to market to her. Now we're going to get into like starting a campaign. Give yourself time to create and plan content. You will have to set aside time to do this. I highly recommend getting a calendar and planning campaigns so that way you're prepared. For example, Black Friday is coming up. There is no way that it should be a week before Black Friday and you're just now trying to figure out what sales you're trying to do, who you're trying to market to, things like that. That is something that you should have did at the end of September, early October. Now, a few tools that I use to market are things like I use Boomerang, which you can use on Instagram, Jiffy, InShot, Mojo, Planoly, Preview. I edit with Final Cut Pro. I also use iMovie, Filmora, and a few other apps that if I did not include it, I would definitely have in the description bar. Those are all tools, apps, and softwares that you can use to create eye-catching graphics and campaigns. Don't forget about Canva too. Canva, you can use the free version or you can use the paid version, and you can create so many graphics, content ideas, all types of things for your stories, for your brand, marketing ideas, everything. If you are a novice at like graphic design, definitely use Canva. You can also use things like Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro, which I used to use to edit my videos, but I don't use them anymore. But you can also use paint.net if you're a Windows owner. I don't have Windows anymore. I have a Mac, so you can go ahead and use YouTube to learn how to use paint.net. I used to use Filmora 9, which I kind of dibble and dabble with a little bit, but I mostly use Final Cut Pro. But you can also use Pixlr, Pixlr.com to create graphics, as well as Capwing. So when you're creating a campaign, there's a few things that you want to do. The first thing I say is to educate your audience. If your audience can learn from you, they will find your services, your product, whatever you are giving out useful. And it'll be easier for them to purchase from you because they're already educated on what you offer. If you're a hairstylist, it's very important for you to show before and after pictures. Yes, the after pictures are cool, but when people see that before, like, ooh, her hair was nappy, but look, see, I got her this nice little silk press. People are going to be like, oh my God, how did she do that? They're going to be intrigued. That's going to make them want to support you. Show your audience how to maintain their hairstyles. That is very important. A lot of hairstyles, you know, they look cute on the first day, but then after that, you don't know how to keep up with it. If you're a hairstylist, that'd be really important to share how to maintain your hairstyle. If you're a lash tech, you can show your clients how to clean their lashes at home, how to pick lashes that fit their face better, things like that. If you're a nail tech, you can educate your clients on what nail shapes look better for their nails, because there are shapes that just don't look right on people's hands, you know, let's just be honest. You can educate them on how to take care of their nails at home, when to get a feel, when they should not wear nails, when they should wear nails, how to take care of long nails at home, things of that sort. So on to my next one. If you're not educating your audience, you should definitely be inspiring them. For example, if you're doing a Valentine's Day campaign, this is not the time to use Freddy versus Jason. Save that for another time. You can inspire them with love and laughter and family and friends and things like that. That's what you want to do. I'm just saying, for example, for Valentine's Day, to inspire. For example, if you're a nail tech, you can do something inspiring, like look at the very first nails I did and look at where I'm at now, and just talk about your story and talk about never giving up. You can post a picture of red nails and talk about the color red and how it means passion and love and desire. I don't know, things like that. There are so many ways to inspire your audience, and if you know who your target audience is, that way you can better serve them, better inspire them, because you know what they like, you know what they're inspired by, so it's easy to step into that spot and inspire them yourself. Now, the fun part, entertaining your audience. Giveaways, contests, polls, this or that option, TikTok dances, playlists, memes, the list can go on. Audiences love to be entertained. I love to be entertained. Be mindful though to post engaging, entertaining content that appeals to your target audience though. So you don't want to turn off your audience by posting something that you think is entertaining, but they didn't think it was entertaining. Or you can attract the wrong crowd. Be real intentional about what you're posting, and you still want your entertaining content to still relate to your brand. So if you know your target audience, you can market to them, you can run campaigns that appeal to them, and it doesn't feel like you're pushing them to buy. Because people do not like when you're like pushing them, like when you feel like, you know, like a salesman. They don't like to be sold. They want to just feel like, oh my God, that's inspiring, that's entertaining, that was educational, I want to support now. People like to support, but people don't like to feel like they're being sold to. All campaigns should work on a time frame, so you should never just be like, okay, I'm going to come up with a campaign to do, you know, to market my new body oils. So you need to say, okay, it's going to start on the 1st, it's going to end on the 15th. I'm going to have 5 entertaining posts, 6 educational posts, 3 inspiring posts, and the other ones will be product shots. If you really don't have a time frame in mind, it's just part of your overall marketing strategy. It's not really campaign. So it is a difference between your overall marketing and then campaign marketing. And then like when you're coming up with these like cute campaigns, these cute graphics, these cute eye-catching services and things like that, you need to know, like, are you trying to gain more clientele? Are you trying to sell new products to a new fan base? Are you trying to sell old products to an old fan base? Are you trying to put yourself out there in front of a new audience? Are you trying to grow your online presence? You need to know what your purpose is for your business, for your brand, for your marketing strategy, for your campaigns. You need to have an overall purpose for everything. So I understand that people want to come up with these really cute flashy graphics, but without knowing your purpose for doing so is pretty much pointless. If there's something in this video that I talked on or touched on and you want me to kind of go more into it, go ahead and leave a comment below, because I definitely make a part 2 to this video, or I may even talk about it on my Instagram, so make sure that you're following me over there. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video useful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, join the gang by hitting the red subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell notification button so every time I upload a video you are notified. I don't want you missing out on none of this litness. If you aren't already, also follow me on Instagram at Chantelle Henry. I post a lot of behind the scenes, even like semi vlogs and tips and tricks on business there too. But I don't want to make this video longer than what it needs to be, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay beautiful and be blessed.